Music is the medicine of the mind. Wayne Forum is a local recording artist who recently released his song One Day. Today we warmly welcome Wayne to Good Morning SKN's Expression to learn more about his relationship with music. Good morning, Wayne. How are you doing today?
Good morning. I'm doing fine.
Okay, so before we really get into the interview, we have to find out what is the meaning of your name, Wayne Forum.
Well, my name is Wayne, and the 4M practically stands for where I'm from, which is 4 mile, which is Keys.
So Keys is 4 miles from town.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's incredible, man. I love the way that you're representing the community. I like it. Wayne 4M. And it has a nice ring, too.
It does.
Obviously. All right, so we have a clip of your latest song, One Day, and we're going to take a listen to it right now.
Tell you one day you have to go miss me, girl. Let me tell you one day you have to go miss me, girl. To know me don't care, me no pay no boss fear. You tell me say that you love me, me tell you fi stop play. Tell you one day.
I want to know the message behind that song, but not only that, I'm going to get into your business a little bit because that's so professionally sounding. I want to know, what motivated the lyrics, apart from what the song is about. I want to know who worked on it with you, etc. And can we expect more of this type from you or even more?
Yeah, you can expect many more. There are many more songs that are unreleased that I have, which this song was a song that I was in a lot part of my life. Like, I was recovering from COVID, and my best friend, he's a producer named Stainless Records. He sent me the beat and he was like, bro, I know we can't do anything right now, but pour your emotions into this. Just do this one thing for me. He said, don't come rough, don't come hard, just relax and let the beat speak to you. And that's what happened.
You know? It did speak to you. I almost thought it was one of the Jamaican artists singing for real. Yeah, so you did well.
Yeah.
So tell us about the message in the song.
Well, it was to bring awareness to mental illness. I feel like a lot of people out there go to these things, and I feel like most artists in the Federation don't speak on these matters. And I feel like these matters need to be highlighted. Hence why the whole video presentation had to run down with that message come across at the end.
Any feedback from anybody about it, other than your producer and us? A lot. Talk to us about it.
I've been getting calls, messages. People have been like, hey, like, who are you, You've been doing good. I love this. This message speaks to me. There was this one that stood out to me, though. And she was saying that, she called me. She got my number from one of her friends. And she told me that she don't know me, but she just wanted to let me know that she's going through the exact same thing right now. And she thought about taking her life 2 days ago. So this song helps her cope with it.
Good stuff.
So she knows that there are many more people that deal with it and they can help themselves to get out of it.
I love it, Wayne. Love the message.
Yeah. And I'm glad that you can reach people like that and save persons from taking their lives. That's a very good thing. The song before One Day was born for Win. Tell us the concept of that one.
Well, Born for Win is practically to try to let everyone know that regardless of what's going on in your life, you are born to win.
Okay, good.
See, you're born to win. That's going to be your theme song.
And you're born to swim.
Oh boy. Ignore her. She's not giving this up. You realize that. She's not giving it up at all. All right. So, yeah, I got to say, we've looked at the video. Video production is exceptional. You didn't tell me much about your team yet. So let's talk about them now. Video production, the idea, the concept. How much of that was you? How much of that was them collaborating, etc.?
Well, after the song was recorded, at the point, I was really coming into the new year, and I was just like, I'm going to go deep with it. I ain't going to have no group behind me. I'm going to just go and be by myself in the hills. So one night I called the videographer LSA Visuals and told him like, hey, I have this concept. This is the idea I have. What do you think? He said, hey, tomorrow, let's go. We went up in the hills, looked out the area. Then we started to take pictures and said, okay, the next day after we'll shoot. We shot the video up in the hill, up in Monkey Hill. Yeah, and then I tell him, he needs something else. So we just went to a peninsula and shoot that final shot over there.
Lovely. So with this type of level that you're at, we have the upcoming music festival. Are you one of the potential artists on the calendar?
I hope so.
Okay. So your team is working towards that.
Well, that's not really just the end goal. The end goal is just to go like worldwide.
Yeah.
To let Sank's name be known, and not only just Sank's, but for my name also.
No, because with that song that I just heard, I think you deserve a spot in the music festival stage. So if you're listening, music festival folks, Wayne Forum is right here. So give him a shot. we need to get him more wide. So that could just be your start, huh?
Hortensia the influencer. So we never know how you're going to win, right? So Wayne, what I want to know now is you're obviously a pretty young guy and you are in the music field. Your experience, do you think it's representative of other young people who are in the music field being successful, the challenges, that sort of thing, able to navigate coming from St. Kitts and Nevis, that industry on a whole?
Yeah, I feel like it shows like raising the bar in St. Kitts, and I feel like once you're going for something, go for it. And that's what I've been trying to tell all my friends, like regardless of what, I didn't start out singing. I sang when I was small, and I always had that fear of getting out because I felt like maybe people wouldn't understand, you know? And I just went to the track, and I was just one of St. Kitts' most top athletes in St. Kitts. So I just,
you do have athletic.
yeah, I just figured it like, no, I just want to overcome my fears, and that was my goal for last year. So now this year is just the year to execute everything that I wanted. So that's why I said, born for win, go for everything that you want.
Right. So using that now, what can you say to other aspiring artists or anybody in general who thinks, you know, they're in a particular field, maybe they're shy like you, they have fears. What do you say to them? You can look right in that camera.
Honestly, just have to tell you, go for it, take risks, and don't let nobody take you off your mission. And stay focused. Other things can wait, but just keep on your mission. And remember, the end goal is to win.
Indeed. Hortensia, you were mentioning to him, of course, that picture that we saw a little while ago and the significance of the lighter. You said the lighter represented.
The lighter represents pain and loss, you know, being a light in the darkness. A single light.
I love it. So symbolic. You see how much work goes into this? It's not just the music. It's about the presentation. It's about everything else. Diving back into the music for a little bit. The genre. What genre do you?
Dancehall.
Dancehall.
Yeah.
Why dancehall? I'm going to ask you. Seems like a weird question, I know, but there are different genres that you could have delved into. So why that as opposed to something else?
Well, I've seen dancehall around the region. I've been traveling to many different islands. I was living in Jamaica for quite some time.
I can hear the accent.
I went to school. I have family there also. So it's like growing up in that environment, and I felt like, hey, why not just be something different in dancehall? You know, be light, be something else that people not accustomed to.
So have you ever met any of the dancehall stars while you were in Jamaica?
A lot. I've met Bugle, I've met Jada Kingdom, I've met a lot of them. Like passing just way.
Because honestly, once I heard that song, I was like, huh, that's him? What? You sounded real Jamaican. Yeah. So what are your long-term goals as an artist? I know you said you want to go worldwide, but do you have any other goals?
Well, I know it's also to help people and inspire others. You know, I feel like there are many people out here with hidden talents. I could also be an outlet to help them understand that, hey, I didn't start off doing this. So you don't have to stick doing one talent. If you have 10 talents, use all. And maybe that one gift can make you a millionaire.
Yeah, indeed.
Brilliant. And you're a young guy, so we're going to watch it happen. We're going to watch it happen. You're going to remember these moments. You're like, that's not the morning SKN. And I said this. People might come up to you and say that. All right, so we want to know now what else we can expect from you. And I know that you don't want to give too much away, but you're not just here to tease us and tease our viewers and be like, okay, this is me, and I'm coming out later with something. Give us an idea of what we can expect in terms of the sounds on the track that you're working on, because you are working on that, right? And what's going to be unique about it?
Well, the aim was not just to stick in one part of dancehall, which is like this. There are many emotional aspects of dancehall music, and I feel like, okay, I started out with the gangster vibes, like, okay, I could touch that. Then I've touched into the party vibe, which is clean. Then I've touched into motivation, and I've touched into your emotional part. So now it's just to tap into the other aspects now to make you understand, like, hey, you don't have to listen waiting for him when you want to feel sad, or you want to get motivation, or you want to party, or you feel like you're the biggest, baddest thug in the street, you know? You could listen at any moment of the day and get any better voice.
That's a good strategy. That would appeal to everybody.
Indeed. And where can they go to listen to your music?
So it's on all platforms. It's on all platforms. Apple Music. It's on YouTube, Wayne 4M. You go on YouTube and you find all the sounds there. It's on Audio Mac, Spotify. You could put it on your Instagram story because in there it's available there. Facebook story and your Snapchat story also. And it's also on TikTok if you want to do a little party vibe.
All right, so take us through the journey, Wayne, because you said before you started singing, then you developed other talents, you returned to singing, which is why you're here now. Walk us through that process of, you know what, I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going to do. How do you get there?
Well, I was in track for many years. I've been to many countries representing St. Kitts. I've played football, I've played cricket for St. Kitts. I've been captain of St. Kitts under 13 cricket team. I've been in many different fields. I've captained my high school football team. I went to Jamaica. In Jamaica also, I was the #1 athlete representing my school. So I've been around. So it's like, it was a challenge to come out my comfort zone because it was something different. And I know like most of my Instagram followers, I have about like 7,400 or something Instagram followers. And I feel like they're not so accustomed to the music part of it as yet. But it's just coming out of my comfort zone. And I feel like you should always push yourself and never limit yourself. So I was like, hey, let me do this. Overcome my fear and go forward.
So how are those same followers responding to the music that you just mentioned?
Shout.
They love it too?
Shout.
Oh, that's good. So you see, you are a man of many talents and hidden talents and hidden talents. So that's good. That's good that they're reacting.
So in our final moments, Wayne, I want you to let our viewers know who Wayne 4M is and what they can expect from him. That's your camera. Take it away.
Well, Wayne 4M is just a young, ambitious, and talented kid from the village known as Keys Village, and better known as 4 Mile. You can expect nothing but greatness and everything just out of the box. So look out.